Right, first, we're going to go over how to activate Requiem Obelisks. So those aren't too bad. And all you got to do is activate them and it counts as one and done on your actual Nightwave objective right here. And then after that, we're going to go over defeat the Ropalolyst. So this is another thing in your Nightwave. I'll show you how to unlock to be able to access the Ropalolyst. And then I'll show you the actual fight mechanics. First things first, let's go activate some Requiem Obelisks. To find these obelisks, you want to go over Deimos, and then we're going to go to the Cambium Drift. Okay, you landed out here in the open world. Now let's go find the obelisk. The easiest one to find usually is right up here. So if you just climb up this hill. Now this is a Requiem Obelisk. To activate it, you want to go into your operator form. And then you're just going to shoot it. And as soon as you activate it, you'll see that it pops up down there as you've activated an obelisk, and it counts as one towards your Nightwave. Now, you can go around the map and activate more, but if you want to know what these challenges are, you got to look at that little symbol up there. So that's the Foss symbol, and I'll throw the little challenge thing up here on the screen for you. So you got to defeat targets confused by the obelisk. So whenever any enemies come into the range of the obelisk, they're going to be confused, and you want to kill them. And then we'll quickly go through the rest of the challenges. Now you can complete the challenges and get some extra like resource drops from the enemies and stuff that pop up there. But here are the challenges. So you got Yahoo or Yahoo, whatever you want to call it. You want to defeat the enemies that are repelled by it. You've got Craw, kill the slowed targets. You've got Loke, so the obelisk will pulse and kill the enemies. You've got Netra, it'll spawn little drones to kill your enemies, so you want to let the obelisk actually do that. You don't want to kill the enemies yourself. You got Reese, defeat the enemies blinded by it. Vom, defeat the tethered enemies. And then Zada, we'll just pick a random one from this list of actual challenges to do. Now let's go over a couple different locations so you can get all three of these obelisks activated. Now this is the first one that I showed you, just right outside the actual Necrolisk. Now to find a couple other locations for the obelisks, you can find them all over the map, but the route I usually take. So we're here at the first one. We're going to move over here to the right side of the map. We're going to fly up along these, I guess, mountains is what you would call them, or giant hills. Right here you can see that we have two in a row right here. So we got that one. All we got to do is go into operator form, shoot it. That's my third one. There's one over here. Operator form, we can activate it. So those are activated. Then there's a third one right here, or a fourth one I should say, right here. And these are all in a line. Probably right about here. So along this area right here, you can see sometimes they spawn right there. But just to show you, we're going to go back out there in the open world. I came back in here to the Necrolisk to hopefully reset the spawns, and we'll go along that route again to hopefully see if we can spot a few more. So they're going to be in a couple different places that they can spawn. So we're back out here in the open world. If you go back up here to where the first spot I showed you, you can see that this obelisk is no longer here. So we're going to go Arcwing since it's faster, and then we're going to take the route that I suggested earlier. We're going to go up here to the mountains, and you're just going to fly around and see if you can spot any of those obelisks popping out at you. Now we've got one up here on the top. So there's one there. Let's go ahead and open up the map. These are just general locations of where they're going to be spawning at. So like I said, keep an eye out for that. They're going to be probably different for you. We're going to go down to that spot where I found 3 in a row. So if we come back over here in this little broken archway, we've got one, but the other 2 are now gone. A couple other places you could look if they're not spawning over on the right side for you is come off over here to the left. And we're going to go down into this big old mess. Sometimes one spawns here. So we got this spot here that will sometimes spawn one. But if you come up here, over this little hump here, you see this little archway. Sometimes one spawns here. So you can just look around the map for these little locations and see if there's an actual obelisk there for you. Now let's move on to the Ropalolyst. So in your Nightwave, it's got defeat the Ropalolyst. Now to find that, you want to go over to Jupiter. So let's open up our navigation. Zoom out of here. Let's go over to Jupiter. And then right here, we've got the Ropalolyst. Now it might be locked for you if you haven't completed enough missions yet or quests in your codex. Now the quest in your codex that you want to actually complete is you want to go in here and you're looking for the Prelude to War. So once you click on that, it's got 3 different little chapters, I guess you would call them, in here. And you want to complete at least the Chimera prologue. Once you complete that, then you can access the Ropalolyst. Now let's get into the actual boss fight. The first thing you want to do is take down its shield. So we're going to go into our operator form, and you're just going to shoot it. It likes to teleport quite a bit, so we're going to be watching that.
As you can see, Betrayer, I've made a deal with an even higher power. But when it comes to this...
So we took out its shield, and then you want to head for one of these big old bug-looking zapper things. Now you can just run across one of these wires, or if you got Wukong, you can just fly across, or Titania. You're going to wait for it to shoot its laser beam to bust this actual bug zapper. And then once it does, you want to jump up and mount the Ropalolyst. Now you want to just slam it into it. There you go. You got to do this 2 more times. So a total of 3 times. Then, after it lands in the middle, you're searching for that point right there. I marked it there. Then we've got another point right there. It's like little shoulder blades on the back almost. And then after that, you'll be able to shoot it anywhere you want. After you shoot it, take its health down. You want to activate the giant laser. Then it starts all over again.
We suffer as testaments of Tedo evil.
So its shield is back. I'm going to activate my abilities. Take down its shield. Then we're going to head over to this next bug zapper. Remember, you want to make sure its laser hits the actual bug zapper here, so stand behind it. Then you'll have the chance to mount it. So we'll go over here. Somehow fly up on top of it. Just slam it in there. When it gets up, stay away from the front of it because it'll pick you up and more than likely kill you. Shoot it in the back little shoulder blade thing. Activate the giant laser. Maybe take out a few of these enemies so they're not bothering you. There we go. Its shield's back. It's ticked off, shooting missiles at us. Let's take down a shield. Its shield is down. Let's go to the next bug zapper. Get behind the bug zapper so we can break it. There it goes. It finally broke there. Let's mount it. Now sometimes it's kind of weird. You have to actually back it up and then slam it into it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to back it up and then fly it straight into it. This time we should be able just to shoot it. You don't have to worry about any special spots. Take down its health. Well, it went back up. Take it back down. Activate the laser. And we beat it. It's not too bad. It's kind of a pain in the butt with all the enemies floating around you, but...
So it is. So you have done. Time and again.
Now you can go across these wires to get to the extract, or use your operator, or your Wukong if you really want to fly. It's up to you. And then, once you defeat it, and then you extract, Then once you defeat it and extract, you'll get an amalgam mod, like one of like I have 4 or 5 different ones, and you'll get some wisp parts too. So we got amalgam Turok's body count, and then we got the wisp neuroptics, and I guess we got some neural sensors as well. There you go. That's how you defeat the Ropalolyst, and that's how you activate 3 Requiem Obelisks. So go out there, get those done, get some easy Nightwave points so you can progress through your little rewards list there. Maybe eventually get some warframe slots or some weapon slots so you don't have to pay platinum for them. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.